Valencia, siamo in collegamento dalla Spagna, pronti a raccontarvi il Gran Premio della Comunità Valenciana. Tra pochi istanti ci sposteremo sul rettilineo principale per assistere alla partenza della gara MotoGP. Eccoci sulla griglia di partenza dove tra poco i semafori si spegneranno, dando il via. I semafori stanno per spegnersi, Pecco Bagnaia scatta dalla prima fila grazie alla pole di ieri. Pochi istanti.
Green flag waves at the back. It's going to be lights out surely here at the Ricardo Tormo circuit for the title decider. It's lights out, full throttle, and we're underway. The biggest prize in racing up for grabs. Brilliant start. Will lead the first corner. Quartararo's been swallowed up by sensational start.
Quartararo super late on the brakes there. He's trying to go around the outside of Marc Marquez into turn 2. He was briefly behind Bagnaia, who did make a good start. He's up a couple of places off the grid. Bagnaia currently running in 6th position.
Marquez got in front of the inside of Jack Miller. We knew Marquez was going to be aggressive for long. That's exactly as he is. Marquez then back up into the podium places in the P3.
Well, we have many scenarios in our head at the start of this Grand Prix. Very few of them involved Alex Rins taking the lead as Marquez again forces his way through.
He's all in, full attack, maximum risk here, isn't he, the reigning world champion? He runs out well wide. Somebody I think was really wide, maybe even down at the first corner, further down the field. Running wide there, Quartararo coming out of turn number 1.
Contact!
Big contact. I think he's lost a wing. And Fabio Quartararo, look at this. This is incredible action here in MotoGP. The two title contenders exchanging paintwork. This is incredible action. Here comes Quartararo now back on the inside, going into turn number 6. You cannot take your eyes off this. Heart in the mouth action here. What a way to start this title decider between the top two men in this championship. This is what the 4th or 5th time now Quartararo and Bagnaia have overtaken each other on this lap too.
He's riding every lap like it's the last lap, Fabio Quartararo, but he needs to be sensible here. As much as he needs to be ahead of Bagnaia, he must be aware. Look at the leading group pulling away. That leading group of 4, which Jack Miller is now a part of, are gapping Bagnaia. This is perfect for Bagnaia. Let the race leader pull up into the dip.
Losing third place sitting in this World Championship. What happened to Aleix Bargain? Because Bastianini now needs to finish to take 3rd in the rankings. Here comes Fabio Quartararo. We're on his Grand Prix at turn 2, so Quartararo back through.
Also crashed up at this Grand Prix incident, so his final MotoGP race for now at least is ending. After just 4 laps, let's follow Fabio Quartararo over the line. He does his personal best lap of the Grand Prix at 1:31.
Here's Milan inside of Marquez on the brakes to find a way through. Marquez is going to bring some retaliation, isn't he, into the mid-third corner. It's going to be close. Marquez can't quite pinch on the inside line. These two are going to be careful here. They don't bust each other up too much because that will give Rins and Martin a chance to break away at the front. And what's going to be a very emotional day for him, and that is 3rd place in the World Championship, disappearing for Aprilia. The problem for Quartararo at the moment is he's pulled well clear of this battle involving Bagnaia. He can't make any progress towards that top 4 right now. Although he is eating a bit of time into Marc Marquez on his current lap, but he's 2.5 seconds behind. Got to overtake Marquez. Sounds relatively simple, doesn't it? But this is Monday MotoGP, where it's so hard to make passes, hard to find clean moves around this plenty circuit. Pushing hot on the rear tyre packing Bagnaia into turn 1. Somebody else was out wide as well, going through the first corner. It wasn't Grant Mir, as you can see him there in 8th place.
2 of them off. Frankie Morbidelli and Alex Marquez both slipping down. To look at what happened early on in the Grand Prix. This was all started by Jack Miller's move on Fabio Quartararo doing a turn for his teammate. And here is the contact between Quartararo, and there you see the winglet then snapping off. Let's take a closer look. That is the piece that is missing from Pecco Bagnaia's Ducati.
Marini, or is it Bezzecchi? Has a good like Marini leaning on Marc Marquez now. They attack into the museum corner. Marquez has the inside line. Not the start that the Repsol Honda man wanted. 2nd on the grid already, been pushed and barged back to 4th place.
Yeah, and then it's Marini and Marquez battling for 4th. Bradman is now 6th in this. He's just up behind Marini. Fabio Quartararo's sprint woes go on.
And crazy hot into turn number 11. He was almost in the car park there. Now Bezzecchi is going to lift him up as well into turn number 14. It's all going wrong early on here then for 5 minutes away from his first pole position in nearly 2 long years.
Well, so far in the sprint so far, we've had 2 into piece for Bagnaia and Binder, but the other rider who's really excelled has been
like Marini leaning on Marc Marquez now. They attack into the museum corner. Marquez has the inside line. There he goes.
Straight through on Marquez. Marquez is going to brave it out around the outside though.
Yeah, those two toughed it out. Coming down the hill into La Chapelle. No, he can't. Brilliant action there though between Marquez. Rockfully got down, hasn't he? We'll check the advantage he has over the line. Then he took the lead at the start of lap 4 from Bagnaia, the poleman.
A slow lap from Bagnaia more than anything, rather than a fast one here, trying to hold it out.
It was nearly 1.5 seconds clear of Bagnaia. He did a 1:31.5. 4/10 quicker than the South African. Again, 1.2 seconds faster than Bagnaia. What is going on here with the world champion, the poleman? He's been picked off now by Marini. He's dropping back into clutches now. The latest guys, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez and co.
Yeah, second lap in a row, he's done a 1:32.7. Marquez goes wide and has to come back in front of Luca Marini. Yellows flag, red flags out in sector 2. There's no one in this leading group. Bagnaia, to his credit, coming back at Marini, but he's fighting a really bad action, running at half distance yet.
Marini's been able to do nothing about Marquez and Bagnaia directly ahead of him. Bagnaia now is going to try and use a bit of a slipstream here behind Marquez. He maybe to close up and attack him on the break. The shoulder cam has jinxed the French boys, hasn't it? He jumped on board the shoulder cam with Fabio Quartararo. Milliseconds later, he dumped it in the Shimano F's, and then we do the same with Zarco on the last lap, which he's trying to hunt down Marquez and Marini. And the second we cut to his shoulder cam, he's wide at La Chapelle.
He just got the gap down to under 0.3 of a second to Marquez. He was still probably going to take something quite brave from Zarco to make a move from there, particularly how late Marquez is currently braking, but that's certainly put an end to it. He did hold on to 6th place though, now he got clear of Marquez. Can he now get his head down and get back into his rhythm again after that puzzling 2.5 laps where he was lapping in the 32s and 33s? It's too late now for him to think about finishing in the top 2 of this sprint, but look at already the time he's put into that Repsol Honda Marquez. Being in 11th place, Marquez could be in danger of slipping out of the top 6 in these final 3 laps.
Twice, the shoulder cam has jinxed the French boys, hasn't it? We jumped on board the shoulder cam with Fabio Quartararo. Milliseconds later, he dumped it in the Shimano F's, and then we do the same with Zona, hunt down Marquez and Marini. And the second we cut to his shoulder cam, he's wide at La Chapelle.
He just got the gap down to under 0.3 of a second to Marquez. He was still probably going to take something quite brave to make a move from there, particularly how late Marquez is currently braking, but that certainly put an end to it. He did hold on to 6th place. The damage was only in time, not in position.
This is the back and forth place. They're almost tagging the back of Marquez's Repsol Honda into Shimano.
It's 10 seconds somewhere on that lap, so he's dropped to the very back of the field on the 36.
Through La Chapelle, but there was contact with the Muni VR46 of Bezzecchi, wasn't there? Marquez again can't quite get close enough to throw it up the inside of Miller. And here we go again, really toughing it out here, isn't he, with the Muni VR46 boys. He's on the inside now and moving into La Chapelle. This is where we had the contact on the previous lap. Getting a bit feisty here. We've been missing this perhaps previously in his MotoGP career, but Mark, the gloves are well and truly off.
Beautiful move that, around the outside of turn 3, and then through the right hand, he was able to pinch the inside line that we've been waiting to see in MotoGP. What can he do now about Pecco Bagnaia up ahead of him? But it is so close to the front of him. It's like a Moto3 race so far on lap 5 of 27. We mentioned Brad Binder and the ground he's lost. He's only 3.7 seconds off the lead of the race.
What about the home hopes, the home hero, down in 10th place? He came over the line 2.7 seconds back. He's got Quartararo for company, a couple of tenths further back up the road. Quartararo, though, came over the line in 11th place. He's dropped down to 13th, so something's happened on this lap because Fabio Quartararo has lost place to a race spot. When all said and done, it's put Marco Bezzecchi up into 3rd place. That was pure frustration, heat of the moment when the adrenaline's coursing through your veins. You're trying to work out first and foremost how on earth you've gone down the road, because neither of them were expected to have that crash. But it's good to see they broke the hatchet. Here comes Bezzecchi. That's really, really close. He's running Marc Marquez right out of the car park there. Marc Marquez, that was aggressive, but he takes advantage. What a first 7.5 laps we've had here.
Once again on that lap, quicker than all the riders ahead of him. 1:32.339 to join this battle.
Just a small mistake, running a fraction offline through La Chapelle. Bezzecchi comes through, now here comes Fabio Quartararo. Oh, look at this. This is incredible action here in MotoGP. The 2 title contenders. And the first corner further down the field. Running wide there, Quartararo coming out of turn number 1.
Contact!
Big contact. I think he's lost the win. Aging paintwork. Physical contact, incredible action. Here comes Quartararo now back on the inside. Couldn't have the braking line, the optimum line going into 7. Marquez powers back on through. Plays a quick success now, just quickly lost the bank to running wide. Going through La Chapelle, he lost the drive out of 6. But Marco Bezzecchi, who made that very aggressive harsh move And Marquez at Gallo there a couple of laps ago. He had to drop that wrong position, put him back in third place. He's brilliantly worked his way back now to the front to bring it to the apex. And Marquez sweeps on through. Marquez now back in second place. They're looking for some instant retribution into turn number 11. He can't find it though. Playing it into his hands because there's a major carpet behind him. Bezzecchi, who's clearly got the pace, he'll just start breaking away here. And I think Marquez senses that. He was quite keen, wasn't he? Having seen Bezzecchi get through, he felt like got to get through quick on Miller, otherwise Bez is gone. Miller's going to have problems here holding and resisting the charge. Wonder whether early on here it has been coming, wasting little time. They're back inside the top three. Miller may try and get him on the cutback. I just wonder here whether Jack Miller's overcut that front tyre. He's Aussie and loves a barbecue, but maybe having some issues with the temperature on that soft front tyre choice on the KTM. But Bezzecchi, how crucial, how pivotal will that lap number 12 be? Because he was 4 tenths quicker, wasn't he, on Marquez? And he's advanced now. He's stretched out first sector of lap 13. The advance for the first time over 1 second. Is it going to be the block pass? Just park that KTM now in the middle of that chicane. They'll all bunch up behind the Australian now. But Miller hits the front for the first time.
Miller's making it very, very clear that he feels he's got the pace to lead this Grand Prix from the front. Very, very impatient, hasn't he, in these first 3 laps to get through on Marquez. This time, though, he's made that mistake. His modus operandi now will be to try and get his head down and pull out a bit of a lead before Bagnaia gets through on Marquez. Tranmere lost 10 seconds somewhere on that lap, so he's dropped to the very back of the field on the 36.
I don't know if he might have lost some aero there. Looked like something might have broken off his bike, but Vinales are trying to run that tight inside sweeping run.
That we've been waiting to see in MotoGP. What can he do now about Pecco Bagnaia up ahead of him? But it's so close at the front of the field. It's like a Moto3 race so far on lap 5 of 27. We mentioned Brad Binder and the ground he's lost. He's only 3.7 seconds on the lead of the race.
What about the home hopes, the home heroes? Zarco down in 10th place. He came over the line 2.7 seconds back. He's got Quattararo a couple of tenths further back on the road. Quattararo though came over the line 11th place. He's dropped down to 13, so something's happened on this lap because Fabio Quattararo has lost place to Alex Spargo and the Jonathan.
Both be in trouble for that.
There's going to be some serious work now for the Stewart to be looking at those 2 incidents. It looked like Marini just made a mistake coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Bezzecchi. That's really, really close. He's running Marquez right out to the car park there. Marquez, wasn't he? That was aggressive by Marco Bezzecchi. Bezzecchi comes through, and now here comes Marquez. Those 2 places quick success there, just because he lost momentum running wide, going through La Chapelle. He lost the drive out of 6. Couldn't have the braking line, the optimum line going into 7. Marquez powers back on through. We're on that tipping point now where the grip really is deteriorating quite significantly. The pressure really is starting to mount. He has another twitch.
Bagnaia will feel he just has to keep it neat and tidy on this final lap because he's obviously got such great speed from that Ducati. He needs to be good out of turn 5 to make sure he gets the run down the back straight to within closing distance into the Daniel Pedrosa corner, and then be neat and tidy and clean through those fast right-handers at the end of the lap to get up behind him into that final corner.
Bagnaia yesterday in the sprint, didn't he? He rolls reversed, so good. He again pushes that Michelin front tyre. Bezzecchi then leads using a bit of Ducati power, and here comes a dive bomb from Marquez on the inside, almost swapping paint art on the KTM and the Honda through that turn 3 and 4. But Marco Bezzecchi, who made that very aggressive, harsh move on Marquez at Gallo there a couple of laps ago, he had to drop that wrong position, put him back in third place. He's brilliantly worked his way back now to the front, hopping and skipping underneath him. He wasn't able to bring it to the apex, and Marquez sweeps on through. Marquez now back in second place. Miller looking for some instant retribution into turn number 11. He can't find it though. Now in the part of the circuit where we lost Bagnaia. Bezzecchi, this will be playing it into his hands because if there's a major carpet behind him, Bezzecchi, who's clearly got the pace, he'll just start breaking away here. And I think Marquez senses that. He was quite keen, wasn't he? Having seen Bezzecchi get through, he felt like we've got to get through quick on Miller, otherwise Bez is gone. Miller's going to have problems here holding and resisting the charge. I just wonder whether early on here it has been coming, wasting little time there back inside the top 3. Miller may try and get him on the cutback. I just wonder here whether Jack Miller's overcooked that front tyre. He's an Aussie who loves a barbecue, but maybe having some issues with the temperature on that soft front tyre choice on the KTM. But Bezzecchi, how crucial, how pivotal will that lap number 12 be? Because he was 4 tenths quicker, wasn't he, than Marquez? And his advantage now is stretched out first sector of lap 13.
He now does make the move into the S block. We're going to have a repeat potentially here with the Bagnaia, but just get out of it. it. Marc Marquez fighting tooth and nail to hang on to this second place, but he's still got another 6 laps to try and fend off the sprint winner, who's eyeing up second place.
Goes for it again into garage there. Can this time round he make it through? No, he can't. Marquez just nips the inside line back. Brilliant stuff is between Marquez. Marquez runs wide, dropping down through La Chapelle. Comes out of the right side of all that melee, and he is now in second place. This is playing right into the hands of at the front of this sprint, because he's out of bother, he's out of trouble. He can just run his line, run his rhythm, and streak away at the front. We hope to deliver the 1000 Grand Prix. It has already. That was super tight there. Miller almost tagging the back, and Marquez is much longer into Shimanoberg. High drama already here.
Got past Marini and all of that, so the world champion back up into third place. The bravery of Jack Miller.
Bezzecchi then leads, using a bit of Ducati power there, and here comes a dive bomb from Marquez on the inside of Miller, almost swapping paint out on the KTM and the Honda, who made that very aggressive, harsh move on Marc Marquez at garage there a couple laps ago. He had to drop that one position. Marc Marquez with the long lap penalty loop, wasn't he? That was aggressive action offline through La Chapelle. Bezzecchi comes through, and now here comes Marc Marquez. Lost those 2 places in quick succession there just because he lost momentum running wide, going through La Chapelle. He lost the drive out of 6. Couldn't have the braking line, the optimum line going into 7. Marquez pounced back on through, put him back in third place. He's brilliantly worked his way back now to the front of hopping and skipping underneath, and he wasn't able to bring it to the apex. And Marc Marquez sweeps on through. Marquez now back in second place. Miller looking for some instant retribution into turn number 11. He can't find it though. This will be playing it into his hands because there's a major car behind him. Bezzecchi, who's clearly got the pace, he'll just start breaking away here, and I think Marquez senses that. He was quite keen, wasn't he, having seen Bezzecchi get through. He felt like he's got to get through quick on Miller, otherwise Bez is gone. Miller's going to have problems here holding and resisting the charge. Wonder whether early on here it has been coming, wasting little time back inside the top 3. Miller may try and get him on the comeback. I just wonder here whether Jack Miller's overcooked that front tyre. He's Aussie who loves a barbecue, but maybe having some issues with the temperature on that soft front tyre choice on the KTM. But Bezzecchi, how crucial, how pivotal will that lap number 12 be? Because he was 4/10 quicker, wasn't he, than Marquez? And his advantage now, he's stretched out first sector of lap 13. The advantage for the first time over 1 second. Who has succumbed in that tricky braking zone, maybe a lack of temperature in that tyre, and fights his way through aggressively, as he so often does, but he picked up Marini, no way that Marini turning into garage there. So Jack Miller's sprint victory hopes, they have disappeared in a cloud of dust. Turn 7, lap 2.
This time around, he was once again faster than the 3 riders ahead of him, straight through on Marquez. Marquez is going to break it out around the outside though.
And he was close enough. He'll just slam the door shut to Pecco Bagnaia. Can Bagnaia retaliate coming down the hill into La Chapelle? No, he can't. Brilliant action there. Has properly got the hammer down, hasn't he? We'll check the advantage he has over the line. Then he took the lead at the start of lap 4 from Bagnaia, the pole man.
Marc Marquez then. Bagnaia struggling. He's trying to hold it out. He's doing the Marquez trick of holding out on the outside.
Marquez runs wide, dropping down through La Chapelle. Comes out of the right side of all that melee. He is now in second place. This is playing right into the hands of at the front of this sprint, isn't it? Because he's out of bother, he's out of trouble. He can just run his line, run his rhythm, and streak away at the front. Is it Bezzecchi? Are they attacking to the museum corner, the inside line? Not the start one. He's second on the grid already. He can push the bars back to 4th place.
Yeah, then it's Marini 6th in mix. He's just up behind Marini. Fabio Quartararo's sprint woes go on.
Crazy hard to turn number 11. He was almost in the car park there. He's been picked up right now. Bezzecchi is going to lift him up as well into turn number 14. 5 minutes away from his first pole position in nearly 2 long years. Not quite.
Well, so far in the sprint so far, we've had 2 interpedes. The other rider who's really excelled has been Jorge Martin. Of course, he was on the podium, led onto the final lap of the very first sprint. It's very much shaped to the Portimao sprint, isn't it, early on in this one, because we've got Bagnaia, Miller and Marquez, who are firmly at the front in Portimao. They're in our leading group. It's a leading group of 6 at the moment, with Marini just at the tail of this group. And around, he was once again faster than the 3 riders ahead of him. Straight through on Marquez. Marquez is going to break it out around the outside though.
Yeah, this time round he was close enough. He'll just slam the door shut. Right, he'll drop that Prima Prama Ducati right in front of Pecco Bagnaia. Can Bagnaia retaliate coming down the hill into La Chapelle? No, he can't. Brilliant action there though between Marquez. Check the advantage he has over the line. Then he took the lead at the start of lap 4 from Bagnaia, the pole man.
Bagnaia struggling. He's trying to hold it out. He's doing the Marquez trick of holding out on the outside.
Marquez runs wide, dropping down through La Chapelle. Comes out of the right side of all that melee. He is now in second place. This is playing right into the hands of at the front of this sprint, isn't it? Because he's out of bother, he's out of trouble. He can just run his line, run his rhythm, and streak away at the front. 4/10 quicker than the South African. Again, 1.2 seconds faster than Bagnaia. What is going on here with the world champion, the poleman? He's been picked up now by Marini. He's dropping back into clutches now. Marco back second.
Left in a row, he's done a 1:32.7. Marquez goes wide and has to come back in front. Luca Marini is out in sector 2, which no one in this league group's credit coming back at Marini, but he's fighting a rear guard action, and we're not even at half distance yet.
Marini's been able to do nothing about Marquez and Bagnaia directly ahead of him. They'll try and use a bit of a slipstream here behind Marquez. He's able to close them and attack on the brakes. Just squeeze on the inside. They'll chop it out now on the brake. You can just see there how defensive as can do.
Yeah, he managed to hold the middle of the race and go for that inside line, which would have been the line he would have preferred. Now they've got clear. Marquez can now get his head down and get back into his rhythm again after that puzzling 2.5 laps where he was lapping in the 32s and the 33s. It's too late now for him to think about finishing in the top 2 of this sprint, but look at already the time he's put into that Repsol Honda of Marquez. Marquez fading in these closing stages of the sprint. He did a 1:32.4. Yeah, within his personal best was 0.8 of a second quicker. Marquez was slower than every rider behind him, all the way back to Alex, who's running in 11th place. Marquez could be in danger.
Milliseconds later, he dumps it in the Shimano Besses, and then we do the same with the last lap as he's trying to hunt down Marquez, and the second we cut to his shoulder cam, he's wide at La Chapelle.
He just got the gap down to under 0.3 of a second to Marquez. It was still probably going to take something quite brave to make a move from there, particularly how late Marquez is currently braking, but that certainly put an end to it. He did hold on to 6th place.
This is the back of 4th place. How do you picture though? We hoped it would deliver in the 1000 Grand Prix. It has already. That was super tight there. Miller almost tagging the back of Marquez's Repsol Honda into Shimano berth. High drama already here. Way round lap 2.
Sticking out around the outside of Marquez on the run down to Garage Fair. Absolutely incredible. He's very impatient, hasn't he, in these first 3 laps to get through on Marquez. This time though, he's made that move stick. His modus operandi now is to try and get his head down and pull out a bit of a lead before Bagnaia gets through on Marquez.
Are we mirroring this though? Is Marquez going to attack at the start of the last lap just like he did on the Adriatic coast a few weeks ago? So shooting. Is Marquez going to be close enough to fire that Honda on the inside into turn number 12? He's not. It's all about these final corner, 4.5 kilometres to go here. Marquez, is he going to hang on? He's going to be world champion surely, but it's all about the last corner. Up the inside, Marquez knows it's coming. He can't stop it. It's the comeback. The champion is out. He's done it. He wins, and he is the 8th-time world champion. What a way to be crowned the MotoGP world champion. There it is on your screens. That says it all. Take a bow, Marc Marquez. He's been magnificent. Another masterclass from him. He takes the title from the top step of the podium, and 1 year ago he wins it in a nail-biting final corner showdown, fumbling all the way. But there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 MotoGP World Champion. Jubilant scenes there for Repsol Honda.
Chiuso dal vincitore della gara che sta giustamente festeggiando con i suoi. Oggi ha saputo imporre un ritmo pazzesco. Se continua così per gli avversari sarà difficile arrivargli davanti. Questi 3 piloti si sono dati veramente battaglia, ma quando Marc Marquez è in forma come oggi non ce n'è per nessuno. Non ci resta che guardarlo salire sul podio e regalargli un meritatissimo, fragoroso applauso. piloti in circolazione, i circuiti più belli e tecnici del mondo. In pochi sono all'altezza del campionato MotoGP. Solo uno può dirsi il migliore. Signore e signori, ecco il campione del mondo!